welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another review of sorts, and while it does include a foundation, it's not limited to a foundation. So I'm going to do the format a little bit differently, and I'm just going to start out basically talking about the products that I'm reviewing, and then I will cut into clips of me actually using the products on my face. So I do have them all on my face today. As you can see, I am wearing a bolder lip than I normally do, which some of you are probably thinking like, bold? That ain't bold. But for me, it's bold. Like, I am nude, MAC lipstick all the way. That is just my comfort zone. So to wear something that even has a semblance of a red undertone like this lip does is bold for me. So that's actually one of the products I'm going to be talking about. Let me turn my phone off in this review. I honestly don't remember what foundation review it was, but one of you mentioned Jay Manuel Beauty, and that apparently his foundations had really good reviews and I should check them out. So I did some research on them, and then I was contacted and offered to send some Jay Manuel products, like not 2 or 3 days after that comment. So I was like, well, yeah, I want to try them out. So I was sent 3 different products from the line. Now, if you don't know who Jay Manuel is, he started out as a makeup artist and kind of got famous for being Tyra Banks and Iman's one of their main makeup artists. And then he really got well known when he was chosen to be the creative director for all of Tyra Banks' photo shoots on the show America's Next Top Model. He was also a judge on that show. So that's probably, if you are older than like 20, 25, you probably remember like way back when that show started. And he was one of the main people on the show. So I think he started another makeup line, and then he started Jay Manuel Beauty, which I think, if I remember my research correctly, only has been a thing since 2014, if I remember correctly. So it's a fairly new cosmetic line. You can only get it on jaymanuelbeauty.com or hsn.com. So I'll be sure and link where you can buy them down below. But I was sent 3 products. I was sent the foundation, and this is the Filter Finish Skin Perfector foundation. I was sent a bronzer and a lip gloss. This Fire Engine, not really Fire Engine because it's got a lot of orange in it, but this pretty lip gloss. Now, I want to tell you that I had to pick my shade before they could send it to me, and they told me to download an app, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's the Jay Manuel Beauty App. And when you open it, it comes on with like some pictures of one of his models, and you can skip that. See, it's got more pictures. Skip. And we found your perfect makeup matches. Now, when I first got this, what you do is you download it. It's free in the App Store. You download it. You take a selfie of yourself, preferably without makeup, so that they know your actual skin tone. No, I think I actually did have makeup on because I needed to do it quick. But it still was the skin tone that I wanted my foundation to be in. And they automatically will match you based on your picture. And it is a pretty dead-on match. Like, I was extremely impressed with the matching abilities of this app. So I've already done it. So I hit show me, and it goes through all of my matches for concealer, foundation, and then I can click up here where it says eyes. I don't know. They didn't ask me to talk about this app. I just wanted to tell you because I felt like the shade matching was impressive from a selfie taken in front of my bonus room window. So, all right, so let's talk about the foundation first. It is $38 retail. It's 1 ounce, and it comes in 12 different shades. I am in the shade Medium Filter 1. So this is it right here. I love this packaging. I'm not big on packaging. I don't buy products for the packaging, but I do respect packaging like this because it is so sleek. It is so practical, especially if you're a makeup artist who does not want to depot their foundations into tiny bottles. This is so thin. They actually sent me 2 shades. So let me put, this is the other shade. Look at that. Like, together, they're the size of one normal foundation. So I really do appreciate that. This is a silicone-based foundation. To open it, you think that you would twist, and I stood at my vanity for freaking 10 minutes looking like an idiot luckily only to myself, when I just realized all you have to do is pop it out. Comes with a little dispenser like that. Now, I will cut away to the demo. It's not very, but it's a pretty thick foundation. It's not too hard to spread, but I find that I do use more of the foundation than I do in some of my other formulas because it is a little bit thicker and I feel like it's a tad harder to spread out. I use a beauty blender with this, and then you will see in the demo that I spray my Beauty Junkie sponge with Fix Plus at the end of my foundation application and just kind of dab it on to make the foundation a little smoother in appearance. So I will say that if you are a fan of like really thin consistency foundations, you're probably not gonna like this. It does, as its fourth to last ingredient, contain benzyl, I'll put it in here, alcohol, which is not considered one of the good alcohols. So it does contain a drying agent alcohol. If you are allergic to those, sensitive to those, or just plain don't want to have them in your makeup, this is not going to be the foundation for you. Now, I wasn't going to come back at the end of the day, but I'm going to this time because I've worn this a few times and I want to see if what's happened the past 2 times happens again today. So we'll talk more about that later on. The bronzer is in the color Skinny Dip. They have 3 different colors in these bronzers. It retails for $34, which is a little bit of a hefty price tag for a bronzer. It comes in nice, sleek black packaging with Jay Manuel Beauty. And it comes in 3 shades. Now, I don't know about the other shades. This one is very, very shimmery. So what I do, let me see if I can swatch it and see if you can see. I don't know if you can see the sheen in that. It's a very, very warm bronzer as well, at least this shade. So what I do is I use a cool tone bronzer, aka my Hoola. I use that where I normally bronze, and then I'll take this, as you'll see in the demo, on a larger duo fiber brush, and I just sweep it kind of in between where my blush and my bronzer are going to be, just to warm it up a little bit and bring a little bit of shine to my face. I don't think this would work for an all-over bronzer unless it's the very middle of the summer and you are very tan. Otherwise, I believe it might leave a little bit of an Oompa Loompa status on your face. And finally, we're going to come to the lip gloss. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have annoying issues with my lips. And I've had 2 really bad breakouts, and I'm starting to have another one. Joy of all joys. You will see in the clip that I use an actual brush to put this lip gloss on top of MAC Cream Cup. Now, this is a somewhat opaque gloss. However, I have very pigmented lips to begin with, and I feel like the darker lip on me accentuates my under eye circles, washes me out, like that. This is just my opinion, and I just kind of feel that way about bold lips. That's why I don't normally wear them. So I wanted to kind of nude out my lips to begin with and then apply this, even though this is pretty opaque, and you'll see in the demo that it covers up pretty much all of the matte creme de nude that I used, and leaves a very, very pretty shine. Now, this does retail for $20, and it comes in 12 shades. $20 you would think is a little bit hefty for a gloss, and it is, depending on, you know, what you're getting, what brand you're getting. But I know there's some glosses in the drugstore that are $12. So this is the first time I've tried this gloss. I'll tell you in the check-in what I really think of it as far as longevity, but I will tell you it is super glossy, which if I'm gonna wear lip gloss, I want it to be super glossy. I am a gloss girl. I do not like matte lips. It is super comfortable. Super comfortable. It is not sticky at all, so I'm very interested to see how long this actually lasts on the lips. And it's very easy to clean up. Even though I did use this brush, I got a little bit on the outer side, and it does not stain. It really just, I used my fingernail and it wiped right off. So far I'm really enjoying this, and out of the 3 things would probably be the only one that I actually repurchase in the line in a different color, because they do have some really pretty new colors as well. But I'm gonna see, like I said, how this holds up throughout the day. Upon first impression, even though it's not a first impression of the foundation, it does leave a very flawless finish. You can tell you have makeup on. It is not a skin foundation. And that probably leads to the fact because it is of a thicker consistency. Like my Kevyn Aucoin foundation and even the La Mer that I tried, for a couple days, which is another video in and of itself, are very, very thin, but they look like skin. My Hourglass is super thick, but it looks like skin. This, I can tell I have foundation on. So if that's something that you're not looking for, you're not going to want this. But it does very smooth out your pores. It's just a little makeup-y. Or a lot makeup-y. So I'm going to wear it for a little bit longer, go throughout my day, and I will be back in just a second to give you my final thoughts on this Jay Manuel Beauty lineup. Okay, I am back for the final check-in. I realized that I don't have the lip gloss on anymore, but I did give it a very good go today, so I can tell you what I think about that. And I also realized I never told you the color of the lip gloss. It's the color Yearning. So that's the color of the lip gloss. Sorry about that for not telling you the color. I've had the foundation on for probably only like 7 hours. Kind of as a testament to my final thoughts. Let me explain what I mean when I say that. I had mentioned before that I felt like it was very makeup-y. And when I got off of the camera the first time, I doused my face in some Fix Plus. And it helped a little bit. In fact, that's right before I took the thumbnail picture. So if you see in the thumbnail, if it looks like a little bit more glowy, that's why. The effect, however, did not last. I still feel like this is a very like makeup-y foundation. It did settle into my laugh lines. I'll do a close-up in a minute. And if you can see, I don't even know if you can see. Right here, apparently I sweated some at the gym, which I do all the time, but I haven't had this issue where it just took a line of my foundation off. There's a line right there, and a close-up look, it really just doesn't look good. Let me do a close-up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see my laugh lines. It's settling in. So cakey right there around my pores, even on my chin. Let's see if I can raise up. Honestly, the viewfinder is so hard I can't tell whether or not it's going to show up. But see that little line right there? Yeah, that's where my foundation used to be. It is very, very settling and enhancing my forehead lines, and it also is settling in right here. Now, I had mentioned before I wanted to give it another try to see if it actually did what it did for me the past 2 times that I wore it today. And it has, and that is that I don't know if it's the certain type of alcohol that's in it or if there's another ingredient, because I need to do some research. There's only been one other foundation that's done this for me, but it's only done half of what this has done. For about 2 hours after I apply this foundation, my face is hot. Like temperature hot. Burning almost. Not uncomfortable, just like I'm sweating inside my house with the air conditioner on. So it's not like it hurts, but it still isn't comfortable. And then throughout the day, and especially the next day, so this will happen tomorrow, most likely, in between here and on my forehead and a little bit like on my cheeks, I will get these tiny little bumps. They're not pimples, but they're little bumps. And they go away after like a day, but it's only when I wear this. So I just realized I have mascara smudged under my eye. So it's something in this that just does not agree with my face. Not only does it burn and have little bumps, but it just doesn't look that good. It just doesn't look that good. So I'm not a huge fan of this foundation. I hate to say. The bronzer is, I don't dislike the bronzer, but I do think it made me look a little orange. So I think I might put this in my summer drawer and bring it back out when I have more of color next summer, because I do think for that it will be a very pretty bronzer color. And I also think during the summer it would be a very pretty blush color. I like to wear bronzy blushes during the summer to kind of enhance my tan and color. So I don't dislike it. It's just not the right time of year right now for me. The lip gloss I did really enjoy. I did notice after editing the first part of this video that this actual color, which totally makes sense, makes my teeth look even more yellow than they actually are, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't have perfectly white teeth. I like my coffee and I just don't take the time to whiten them like I should. So this is maybe not the best color for me because it does have so much orange in it, which can bring out the yellow in your teeth, but I do like the formula. I also did not show you the wand. It is not a doe foot, it is an actual plastic spatula wand. I've never seen something like this in a lip gloss before, but I don't hate it. And I feel like it really actually works well with the formula of the gloss. Because it is so opaque and glossy, it just really helps put it directly where you want to put it on your lips. It helps like even out the lines of your lips during application. So I do like the gloss. This is my favorite of the 3 products. I don't hate the bronzer. I will put that to good use next summer. I don't like the foundation. So we'll be trying out probably some more colors of this. If you want to try out any of these, again, I will link where you can get them down below. HSN is probably going to be your best bet, because if you have not shopped with them before, I think they've got some like $20 off $50 coupon that you can use one time or multiple times if you have different email addresses. Just saying. And I think HSN is on like Ebates and Mr. Rebates and stuff, whereas I don't believe Jay Manuel Beauty is. It might be, but I don't know. So if you're wanting to try out any of these, be sure and check the links below. I hope this was like somewhat interesting. I think it's fun sometimes to talk about brands that aren't widely talked about in the community of YouTube and kind of give my thoughts on it. I love trying out new products, and hopefully this helped you somewhat, somehow, some way. And as always, I really appreciate you watching, and y'all have a very blessed